Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, dear students, grade 12. Now, inshallah, we are going to present Unit 11, Lessons 1 and 2. This is Space, the Final Frontier. If you look at this picture, dear students, I think you can guess the idea of the title of the lesson or of the Unit 11. From the very beginning, dear students, I'd like you to open your students box on pages 84 and 85 in order to start our lesson today. Have a look at it, dear students. And here we have exploring space. This is the idea. Here, this is the title, The Final Frontier. And please try to have a look at this picture, as I told you before, and have a look at these exercises which we would like to introduce or present today. But I'd like to start with presenting the new vocabulary of the lesson. It's very important to understand the new vocabulary, dear students, new vocabulary. Here we have some words to remember. We have abhorrent, awe-inspiring, concept, detriment, execute, frontier, intrepid, mission, orbit, revere, revolve around, sentient, in addition to universe. Here, these are the words which we would like or we should remember, but we would like to introduce them. From the very beginning or the first words today, have a look at it. It is abhorrent. This one, look at the picture. I think if you look at the picture, you will ask yourself, what is this? I don't like it. It's very bad. So we can call it abhorrent, or we can say, dear students, here, inspiring disgust. Something which is very bad or you do not like. And now here we have awe-inspiring. This is the second word today, something which you may be impressed by or impressive. We can say here awe-inspiring, it means impressive. Have a look at this picture in front of you. This picture is very impressive, wonderful, exciting, interesting, splendid. All these are synonyms for the word awe-inspiring, or we can say impressive. After that, have a look at it, concept, something which you cannot touch, or something or which is abstract, something which is not concrete. So we can call concept is an idea, but this idea is not concrete, it is abstract. So we can say a concept is an abstract idea. This is the idea here. And here, dear students, we have the word detriment. As you can see in front of you, detriment. This is, dear students, damage. Damage here, as you can see, or a state of being harmed or damaged. Detriment. Detriment. Execute here, as you can see, dear students, it is a verb which means you can carry out something. So, execute, it means to achieve something, to carry out an order or plan. Execute. And also here we have frontier, dear students. Frontier is a limit or a border. So we can say, call it the frontier. Have a look at this part here. Frontier, the extreme limit of an area, or we can say it is a border. After that, here, have a look at this person. Have a look at this person in the picture in front of you. Can you do like this? I think it's something difficult. It's not easy. So we can call this person, he is a brave person or intrepid. And intrepid is someone who is fearless, who does not fear, or we can say adventurous. Someone who likes adventures. We can call him adventurous, intrepid. Next here, we have mission into space. A mission is an expedition into space. So this is mission, the same as the word expedition into space. Orbit, revolve around. Here, this is orbit. Have a look. Fly or move around. Move around in a circle. This is to orbit something. It means to move around it in the form of a circle. Revere, respect. Have a look. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. If you look at it, have a look at these letters. If you read this word, we can say it is a verb which means respect, respect or honor, or we can say revere. So revere, respect, and we have to feel deep respect for something or someone. And here also we have revolve around. Here, dear students, go around, turn around, rotate, spin. Revolve around is a verb which means all these meanings. To go around, turn around, rotate, or spin. And here, dear students, you have sentient, someone. We usually describe or modify some persons as being sentient, able to perceive or feel feelings. After that, we have universe, planets. You know the planets. This is a universe. As you can see in front of you, the Earth, planets, and the stars. So universe can be described as being the Earth, the planets, in addition to the stars. I think that, dear students, these are most of the new vocabulary of the lessons of today. You have to look at them again, dear students. Have a look again. This one. These are the new vocabulary. I'd like to have a look at them. They are very important, and it is your duty to try to memorize them carefully. They are very, very important, and they will help you a lot in your final exam. Have a look at these ideas again. These are here, this is here. And here we have sentient. We have other words. You have to look at them. Dear students, orbit. Here we have revolve around. And also we have universe. I think these are the new vocabulary. It's your duty to try to memorize them by heart. Now let's go to our students book on page 84 and have a look at these questions. Have a look at this fact file. Look at this fact file. Look at these pictures. Open your students book on this page, only page 84. And here we have some questions. Have a look at these questions. How long does it take the International Space Station, International Space Station, to orbit the Earth? And here also we have other questions. We would like to discuss them together. These are the questions from 1 to 5. Let's start by question number 1. How long does it take the International Space Station to orbit the Earth? Have a look at it. Try to think about this question, and I think the answer is 91. Here, minutes. 91 minutes. Again, why is the space station important? You have to ask yourself. I think that if you have a look at this question, you will find it very, very simple and easy, and you can answer it very easily. Why is the space station important? Is the space station important, and why? It's very important. It conducts experiments not possible in space. Have a look at it here. It conducts experiments not possible in space. Conduct, have a look at it, leads to. How many times does the International Space Station orbit the Earth in a week? Take care of this question. 112 times in a week. Again, the question, dear students, how many times does the International Space Station orbit the Earth in a week? 112 times a week. Which countries or organizations help to establish the International Space Station? International, have a look at this letter I, and space, this is S. Station, this is S. We can say ISS. Take care of it. Here we have so many countries. Some of these countries are the USA, Russia, Japan, Brazil, European Space Agency. Well, what is unique about the relationship between Kuwait and the International Space Station? Have a look at it, dear students. ISS, International Space Station. Again, what is unique about the relationship between Kuwait and the International Space Station? If you look at the question, you will find Kuwait was the first country in the Arab world to contact the ISS. If I ask you what is meant by ISS, this one, here you can find International Space Station. Take care, dear students. MB, look at the photo and the unit title, the title of the unit, and predict what you think the topic of the unit will be. We have three options: space exploration, the International Space Station, the Kuwait Scientific Center, and I think it's very, very clear. Very, very clear. If you look at this picture, I think that you can answer it easily. I'd like you to have your time. You can take enough time to think about it. And I think the answer is space exploration. This is the idea here, the same question here, and the answer will be space exploration. This is the topic of the unit. Now, let's go, dear students, to page 85. Have a look at it. Have a look at this exercise. This one is very, very important because these are vocab, new words, and I'd like you to think about them carefully. Detriment, execute, fascinating, dramatic, curious, universe, and intrepid. I think it's very, very important. Here, this detriment, have a look at it, dear students. If you look at it, you will find the answer is, as you can see in front of you, the state of being harmed or damaged. What about execute here? Carry out. This is to carry out an order or plan. And as I explained it for you before, it means to achieve something, fulfill something, execute something, carry out something. Here we can to carry out an order or plan. Here we have fascinating. This is interesting, dear students. Here, interesting. We have the word dramatic, as you can see in front of you, and it means dramatic here, dear students. It means, as you can see, exciting or impressive. Curious, this one, or this adjective, which means eager to know or learn something. This is the universe, the earth, the planets, and the stars, as you can see in front of you here. And the last one is intrepid. When I told you before, intrepid is a brave person who is fearless and brave person. These are the new vocabulary, dear students, and I'd like you to have a look at these definitions again. Detriment, the state of being harmed or damaged. Execute, to carry out an order or plan. Fascinating, interesting. Dramatic, as you can see in front of you, exciting or impressive. And here, curious, eager to know or learn something. Universe, as you can see, dear students, the earth, planets, and the stars. Intrepid, dear students, fearless and brave. Here we have some ideas I'd like you to think about them. Here, listen to the interview, and then you have to answer some questions about it. Look at it carefully, dear students. You have to look at these ideas to the interview, and we would like to discuss them together. In order not to waste our time, I'd like you to try to talk about or to have a look at this exercise in order to try to think about it. Think about it, dear students. Here we have some speakers, 1, 2, and 3, and I'd like you to just give your opinion, whether you approves or disapproves, and so on. So in speaker 1, you approve, speaker 2 disapproves, and speaker 3 disapproves. Here you have this table, and I'd like you to try to do it yourself. Do it yourself because it is very, very important. Try to do it yourself. And here we have this part again, dear students, to match these opinions and ideas with the right speaker here like this. Here, exploring space costs too much money. This is speaker 2. I revere the people who work in space exploration. Speaker 1, I would stop space exploration as soon as possible. People have always wanted to find out everything about their world. Space exploration helps us progress on Earth. So here, these are some of the options or ideas. I'd like you to try to do them yourself. They are very important. And here, whether you agree or disagree. Exercise number 5, read the following sentences. They are all statements from the interviews, but here, do you agree or disagree with these statements? Justify your answer. Here you have to read it and you have to write whether you agree or disagree. I think space exploration is very exciting, and I really admire the scientists who design the spacecraft and execute the missions. Have a look at it, dear students, and I'd like you to just agree or disagree, and you have to justify your answer. I find the concept of space travel endlessly fascinating. This is also one of the ideas. Here, I think it's an abhorrent waste of money, and I don't understand why they are doing it. The last one, human beings are inherently curious. We want to explore everything in our universe. I think this is the nature of human beings and the job of scientists. Now, dear students, we are going to introduce or present some very, very important set book questions. I'd like you to try to concentrate on them. Thousands of beneficial innovations have evolved from the work of space scientists. Give examples. Give examples. Read it again, please. Read it again. Thousands of beneficial innovations have evolved from the work of space scientists. Give examples. Here we have so many examples, dear students. We got many benefits from the work in space. Like what? You have to give examples. Like what? We can say digital technology, food production, medicine, and alternative energy technology. All these are benefits from space technology. Here we have, what do you think are the aims of the International Space Station? You can see ISS. Have a look at it, dear students. They are important to conduct experiments and to see if there is life on other planets. Here, though space exploration is costly, it is of extreme importance. Give reasons. Why? You have to say why. Here, to know new information about space, this is one of the answers. To discover more information about our planet Earth. So it's very, very important to explore space. This is, dear students, what we have for today. And I'd like you to try to concentrate on the ideas of the lesson of today. You have to memorize the new vocabulary and try to memorize them by heart. Thank you very much and see you next time.